What's good, YouTube? This video is going to be about a sneaky and dark manipulation tactic that men are using to control women and get more of what they want while strategically abusing a woman. But before I start, this video is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is the largest network of mental health professionals in the world. If you've been looking for a mental health counselor or you've been considering getting mental health counseling, BetterHelp is a really great place to start because it lines you up with someone based on your preferences and your needs for mobile counseling available through phone, through computer, through video calls, text messages, and more. It makes getting mental health counseling easy and convenient, and it gives you some place to start if you've been considering, even if you don't think it's for you after you try it. Too many people are going to YouTube when they need to be going to a mental health provider. YouTube is great. YouTube is helpful in conjunction with, in addition to, but sometimes you need professional help. So if you've been considering getting professional help, please check out the BetterHelp link below. Now onto this topic. So I got a comment a while ago. I've been wanting to do this video for a while. I just haven't had time, but I got a comment for a while ago about a manipulation tactic I want to warn you all about and just talk about. With that said, the question was, I have met a so-called high-value dude, and when he doesn't get what he wants, he will go on silent mode on me for 2 weeks and then text me back. He hasn't called, and he has done it to me twice until I said I had enough and I left him on red. The question was longer, but that's the gist of it. So again, this video is going to be about when a man puts you on ice when you say no or you stick to a boundary. Let me tell you something. Anytime a man punishes you or participates in punitive behavior, like teaching you a lesson through any kind of distance that's strategic, right? He's setting you up for emotional abuse. We always want to know what the red flags of abuse are, the red flags of triangulation are, the red flags of narcissism are, right? While everybody's not a narcissist or a devil, a lot of men are, and they give signs. There are triggers and there are warnings. You can trigger a man to be exactly what he is when you don't give him his way. And a lot of times when a man doesn't get his way, the distance that he takes, right, the silence that he gives you, the temper tantrum that he has, I'm not arguing with no woman. I'm also not talking to her. I'm also not hashing out anything. I'm also not discussing what's wrong. I'm going to let her figure it out and I'm going to let her sit in turmoil. That is also a sign that a man plans to emotionally abuse or by his nature will be emotionally abusive to you. These are the types of things that you need to be running for the hills from. This man does not have an intention on having a mutually beneficial healthy relationship. This will 100% be a toxic relationship. If this woman gets whatever she thinks she wants from this man, if this woman gets half of the attention that she wants from this man, she will end up more injured from it than happy. Sometimes we don't truly want what we think we want, and we find out in these types of situations after a while, after some abuse has taken place, after some damage has been done, after some trauma has been absorbed in us. A lot of men don't get the sex they want, so they go silent. A lot of men don't get the cooperation they want, so they go silent. A lot of men don't get the attitude they want, so they go silent. They distance themselves. They don't text you back. They don't call you back. They block you and unblock you to teach you a lesson. This is emotional warfare a lot of times, right? Because when a person blocks you and they don't have an intent to keep you from them, they just have an intent to show you that they'll distance themselves, right? But they have every intention on using you and making that date and getting that ass later. He didn't block you because he was so upset he couldn't control himself. He didn't block you because he was so hurt or affected, right? He's not ignoring your calls because he can't stand to look at you. A lot of times people are doing this because they want control. I will show you not to disobey me. I will show you not to give me what I want. If you don't give me what I want, I will hurt you in the ways that I can without looking like a bad guy or without feeling like a bad guy. So generally, it's going to be emotionally abusive behaviors like strategically invalidating a person, strategically rejecting a person, strategically putting a person on ice. But I'm going to be honest, I can't even be mad at this guy. In this situation, I'm really only mad at a person who allows this to happen to themselves. Right? People will try a lot of dastardly things, right? People ain't shit, to be quite honest. They will do whatever you allow them to do. Some people are much worse than others, obviously. But when you allow this type of stuff, right? She said this is the second time he's done it. Why does he get a second chance to do this? Why does a man ever get a second chance to abuse a woman? Why does a woman ever get a second chance to play with a man, right? People allow this stuff. Yeah, so we can be mad at that guy. He's a terrible person, 100%. But why are you still standing in place? Why are you still there when he gets back? We have to ask ourselves, what in our mind, what in our psyche is allowing us to stand in place while a person decides whether or not we're worthy of their attention, their eyes, their ears, and their love? We need to be trying to figure out if the people we have chosen to love are deserving of our love. And many times we're not doing that. So yes, this guy's a bad guy. These types of men are bad men. Please stay away from these men. It is their fault that they're assholes, or it is the fault of their life experience, whatever. But when a person gives you that type of behavior, when a person is trying to punish you, when a person is trying to hurt you strategically so that you don't resist them in the ways they want, so that you don't deny the things they want, so that you only do what they want, you are really entering a slave-master dynamic. It's not even superior subordinate anymore. It's slave-master. There's a difference between being a cooperative, supportive, collaborative partner and being a whipping post. She said in that email that he'll go silent on her for 2 weeks. Why would you give a man 2 weeks to answer you? Why are you still standing there? Why won't you take no for an answer? A lot of times trauma is self-perpetuated because we don't accept rejection. Let a person reject you. Sometimes it's strategic for them, but it's exactly what it needs. It might be God talking to you through their strategic manipulation. You see what he's doing here? Leave him alone, my child. We don't need to stand in place while a person abuses us, waiting to be validated, waiting to be good enough, waiting to be loved and accepted by a person most likely not worthy of our love and acceptance through their intention has made it very clear that they don't want to give us love. They want to use us. So yeah, I could be mad at the guy, terrible man, and put it all in the comment section how terrible men are. Yeah, we know that's going to be in the comment section, but let's start talking about what we can do to stop being this person. Stop being the type of woman who allows this. Stop being the type of woman who's like, yeah, he's done this twice to me. This is the third time he's done it. Why? Because you don't have any self-respect and you don't take no for an answer. No is rejection. Sometimes no is God's will, and no comes in a lot of different forms. No doesn't always come in a man or a person saying no. Sometimes no comes in a man or a person not giving you what you need emotionally. Sometimes no comes in a man or a person rejecting you for 2 weeks at a time. Sometimes no comes in a man or a person strategically invalidating you. Sometimes no comes in the form of a person going silent on you for 2 weeks, putting you on ice, behaving in a punitive way to teach you lessons, right? Sometimes no comes in a form of a really strong sign that this person isn't mentally healthy enough or emotionally healthy enough or emotionally mature enough or spiritually balanced enough or energetically grounded enough to be in a healthy relationship with you. No doesn't always come in someone not liking you back or not being attracted to you or not accepting what you offer them. Some people will take everything that you offer them. They will use you up. As long as you're there, they will accept whatever you give them while giving you nothing back. You'll feel some resistance from them. You'll be trying to convince them that you're valid, that you're good enough. You'll be trying to earn approval and their love, but you'll never get it. While they might not be telling you no, God or the universe or whatever deity you believe in is trying to tell you no. We need to start accepting no for an answer in whatever form it appears. It's not just verbal. Sometimes you have to be observant. Whether they're saying no or God is saying no, they're not meant for you, we need to start respecting resistance and respecting rejection. Sometimes rejection is God's love. Sometimes rejection is the greatest gift you can get from a person. I don't know why she would still be standing in place trying to connect herself to an emotionally unhealthy man who's emotionally abusive. Do you know what that relationship would look like if she actually got what she wanted from that man? Her in a house alone with a man who treats her like that, crying in the corner somewhere, learning her lesson because she pissed him off, didn't give him head or something she wanted. She didn't buy the right detergent. Like, think about the things that will materialize in a real relationship with two people who depend on each other and someone acting like that. He's sick and she's going to be as sick as him trying to deal with men like that. So take no for an answer. This is a sneaky, dirty, terrible, no good, very bad manipulation tactic that women accept because they like a guy. And when a man gets you in a place to where you're accepting his punishment, He knows you don't have no self-respect for yourself and you can be treated any kind of way. I'm gonna be honest, I'm praying for healing for that young lady, because if she's accepting that type of behavior, she has nowhere to go but down in relationships with the types of men she's seeking. Not trying to shit on her, just saying. If a man punishes you with distance or silence or some other manipulative way to teach you a lesson, take the hint, take no for an answer. Anyway, that's all I got for now. Follow me at KFake24 on Instagram. Please check out the BetterHelp link below if you're interested in getting professional mental health counseling in addition to all your YouTubing. Follow me at KFake24. I'll get with y'all later.